Parents have plenty of questions tonight after a teacher admitted to sexually assaulting a 6-year-old student. The Austin ISD is trying to come up with answers.
Alfredo Andrade Gaitan is accused of keeping a student in at recess and assaulting her while she attended summer school classes at Riley Elementary. Chris Sadeghi is live at the school where parents are meeting with school leaders.
Angie, we've seen some parents going in. The meeting is supposed to start right now, and we anticipate there'll be a lot of the questions that we heard at the meeting this morning. And the most obvious is, how does something like this happen? District Police Chief Eric Mendez says this case was rare because they say this was the first time meeting between the suspected child predator and the victim. The other big question is, what about the policies when it comes to teachers being alone with students? Well, the chief said with the ages of elementary school students, a lot of times that situation may be inevitable day to day, but they will review the protocol. The district is trying to get them answers, but parents are obviously sitting there with a lot of questions.
I think there's frustration. I think there's frustration because they're worried about their children, and rightfully so.
And we just received the application and review process AISD gives to all their prospective employees. In that process, there is only a background check for criminal history. You'll be able to take a look at that flow chart and application on our website, KXAN.com. We're live in North Austin. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
One major concern for investigators is that Riley Elementary wasn't Andrade Gaitan's home campus. So tomorrow, administrators and police officers will meet with parents at Waller Creek Elementary School. KXAN education reporter Aaron Cargile has more on his involvement with children there.
Good evening. Alfredo Andrade Gaitan was just teaching summer school at Riley. This is where he taught during the school year, Walnut Creek Elementary, where he had access to about 900 kids a day. He started here in 2012 as a third-grade bilingual teacher. When the news broke over the weekend, I asked the police chief about security cameras on campuses. All AISD schools have them, but there are no cameras in classrooms because state law does not allow it. There are cameras in other parts of the building, including the entrances and some hallways. Parents and grandparents we've spoken with tell us what happened at Riley is definitely affecting the trust they put in teachers every day.
We're at work and we send our kids to school and we figure they're in good hands now. We don't know. Now we can't even say if they're in good hands now.
Now, this investigation is not over. AISD is urging parents to talk to their kids, especially those who have been around this teacher, and ask them if anything out of the ordinary has happened. In Central Austin, Aaron Cargile, KXAN News.
Tomorrow's meeting for parents will take place at 6 o'clock at Walnut Creek Elementary School.
This incident has a lot of parents talking about how they would react if they heard allegations like this at their child's school. And what can they look for? This afternoon, I spoke with Shauna Crosby. She is Director of Program Services at the Austin Child Guidance Center. How do you work through trauma like this?
The most important aspect of beginning to work with kids who have experienced trauma is to let them know that it's not their fault. They need to know that their parents and their loved ones believe them.
How do you talk to your children about this?
It's important for parents to have conversations with their kids from an early age about what good touch is and bad touch is, and to let them know what the boundaries are around their own bodies. But it's important not to ask your child too many questions. Don't probe too much. Save that for the professionals.
Kids hear a lot of stories at school. How do you listen to your child and react and decipher exactly what happened?
The first thing is to remain calm. So if your child sees that you're having a dramatic reaction to something, it's going to probably cause your child to shut down. Allow your child to come to you in their own pace with whatever information that they want to share with you, and just to let your child know that your main priority is to keep them safe.
There is help available for parents who need help dealing with their child's emotional trauma. For more on those resources, check out the links we have along with this story at KXAN.com.